All right, guys. So, YouTube. that the pausing and the music wasn't me. That was YouTube. That was that was YouTube. Like, no, YouTube put a harsh. YouTube ended that stream. I was pretty much finished with the song, and YouTube's like, no, 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 no. You will not be playing that live. So that put the kibosh on that. Man. So let's see. Well, in the very least, we gonna make this a what's going on, what's going on and on video for um, just to catch up of last month and talk about what's coming up this month. First off, thank you guys very much on my analytics. September, I got the most views that I've ever gotten in a month, and in September I got the most subscribers in 1 month than I've ever gotten. So I know, Mike. I know the pausing wasn't me at all. That was YouTube. YouTube, like YouTube. YouTube was not playing from track one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to probably do a private recorded reaction for Patreon and then do a condensed version with no music for YouTube. Because yeah, and that sucks because I love, like, I was weary about doing first listens live in the first place just because, like I say, I like to let songs live. But through talking to you guys, you especially, Mike, of course, and Monica too, but talking, and when my family joins too is always fun. But through talking to the people in the chat through these first listens, it helps you listen to things and it helps you learn right in the moment. So yeah, not everything is gonna be able to do the live chat. I think for Beatles stuff, and I think for others, I'm gonna try to maybe like do a sneak, what, not sneak, but try to like do a private one just to see if it'll go over at least a little bit. But yeah, man, that sucks. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you. Oh, Fleetwood Mac, the warm ways. All right, I can do that unless YouTube says I can't. But thank you so much, Mike. The warm ways. But yep, and again, like I said, I don't know how much you heard, but thank you all for September, because that is very much hands down the best month I've had in terms of new subscribers, watch time, and I think like everything really. But then too, I uploaded more videos in September than I ever have. So I'm actually like, I've been in such a like hurry up and catch up thing that is because I've been actually trying to up my schedule a little bit. And it's not a problem, it's just adjusting to it is still a thing. But anyway, thank you, Mike. Thank you. This is Fleetwood Mac, Warm Ways from 1975. Oh, let me pull it up first. And so, yes, this is request hour. For the next hour, I will be taking requests, unless it is from the Beatles Revolver album that YouTube has a huge problem with, apparently. And I say request hour, but it's really as long as someone's in the chat requesting. So, yes, I loved Oh My My. That was fantastic. That was one of my favorite first listens for sure. And it's so funky. It's so absolute funky. Up there we go. Warm Ways. All right, this is Warm Ways. Ooh. Hang on, I'm gonna pause. So, Mike, the 1975 album isn't this is the one I think you were saying that where it's the first one with Stevie and it's the first one with Lindsay too, right? And if that's the case, I think this might also warrant another live listen through, as long as YouTube isn't going to be terrible about it. But I'd be very curious about that because we played a few things from this and I really enjoy it. So, I think that warrants a good live. Uh okay, so the Revolver Special Edition is going to be released on October 28th. So I'll probably, in case you don't know, pushback. In case you don't know, like I said, YouTube kicked that. YouTube ended that. I was on track number 3, and yeah, YouTube killed that. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna have to go back to doing the filmed, edited reactions because yeah, YouTube was not feeling that live. I only got 3 tracks in, and YouTube killed that. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. Maybe I'll have it. It'll be out to coincide with that special edition. But anyway, back to Fleetwood Mac. Warm Ways. This is phenomenal. You know what? I wonder. Mike just asked if I think if I paused if it would have been blocked. Um, I wonder if that's why they were pausing it for me. But no, I think because it's weird. This is playing through so much smoother without any problem at all. Um, it's possible, but I do know for a fact that when it comes to the Beatles, they have such YouTube doesn't play, and I anticipate actually that, like you said, where things get very different from the Revolver on, I anticipate YouTube is probably going to get a lot sharper as we go on too. So I'm actually very curious about future reactions. Like when I do the recorded ones, is it going to be another case where I'm going to have to edit the song out completely and just jump to my gradings and my thoughts on the songs for it to even get posted? So we will see. It's funny. I'm in my feelings a little bit about the kid. I don't like getting kicked out of things. So and YouTube just booted me. So it's like we'll see. Because I am curious. I do almost want to do the songs one by one. Because that's the thing about me when I'm in my feelings about getting kicked out. I want to kind of push back in, but nah, I don't want to get a strike and lose the channel. So, well, it takes 3 strikes to lose the channel, but with one, I'm not comfortable. Wow. Wow. They only knew each other and rehearsed for 6 weeks before this album was recorded. And it sounds so good. It sounds so very good. Man. Tune Up. Tune Up. Tune Up by Junior Walker. That name, Junior Walker, is very familiar. Let me finish letting. Warm weights play out. I loved it. I love it. That is a definite one, Mike. Because just like the song "Everywhere," which is a reaction I filmed that's coming soon that Patreon has, but YouTube blocked. So, just like "Everywhere," that also gives me Carpenter's vibe. And I think you were saying that in the Patreon comments, that the songs are kind of similar that way. But the with the harmonies, but that that is that is her specialty. That is her specialty as the lead. Is she brings a softness to it that I don't think that necessarily Lindsay or what's his name, Stevie or Lindsay. It's funny. I always get them mixed up. So I said, "What's his name?" But I meant Stevie. But nah, Stevie and Lindsay. I feel like what's her name? Always brings a softness to it. I swear, I'm so rattled by getting the kick up by the kickoff of it all. Let me see. Yep, Junior Walker and the All Stars. Tune Up. All right, Tune Up, and then Paul McCartney. Okay. Hey. Okay. Hang on, Mike. I always forget. So it's the fifth who I always forget. Because I only know of Mick Fleetwood because he's the Fleetwood and Fleetwood Mac. But between Christine, Stevie, and Lindsay, the fifth guy. Yeah, the fifth guy. What is his name? I keep forgetting it. But this is fire too. This is absolute fire. Junior Walker and All Star. Didn't they do Shotgun? I think they're the ones who did Shotgun, and that is absolutely one of my favorites as well. Yes, they did. What is going on? I didn't know. Okay, so Mac is John McPhee. Okay, okay. Ah, thank you, thank you. Yep. That was fantastic. That was fantastic, and it's. I think that's the only other song other than "Shotgun" that I've heard um, by the All Stars. What's their name again? Junior Walker and the All Stars. That's bad. I'm a Motown kid, and they Motown. I know that. Yeah, here's Uncle Howard. I mean, Uncle Albert. I had an Uncle Howard. Here's Uncle Albert right now. Thank you again very much, Mike. I don't think I've heard this one ever. So, again, thank you for sponsoring it, Mike. And this is Paul McCartney, Uncle Albert, Admiral Halsey. So, Paul's first solo #1. I never knew that. That's interesting. I could hear it. It's funny. This has an appeal to it that I could see doing really well on the radio. This is really, this is special. I really like it. I really do. Just seeing this is Paul and Linda. I love it because it's not very much I know of that's credited with both of them. So that this is like a first in that ways. Because it's funny. I'm familiar with Paul and Linda, the names, and I'm familiar with seeing them together or with seeing her, but I don't know that many songs with it. I mean, well, that feature, the both of them are. It's like when I so dig that, and it's like it makes it. It's a medley. It because it's like it brings a whole different life into it, and that's what I look forward to. Future listens and getting used to the transitions and everything because I always look for the flow, and I always learn to appreciate and love the flow. So I'm so digging that, like early on. Okay. Wow. That was fire. So Linda sang backup and played keyboards on his solo albums. And yes, indeed, rest in peace to Linda. Absolutely, rest in peace to Linda. Man, that was fire. That was fire, and it deserved to be the first hit. I love it. I love it. So, what year was that one? If I had to guess off the top of my head, I would guess that's like 69, between 69 and 71. But let me know, Mike. Let me know. But yeah, I definitely dig that. And it's funny now with the Ringo reaction to "Oh My My" done, which is also over on Patreon, and that's coming out tonight. That's coming out tonight on YouTube. But the only Beatle who I don't have any solo reaction for yet, but I plan on filming one soon and having it out soon, is George. Oh, 1971. Yes, yes, yes. I kind of pride myself on when I don't know the years a song is released and being able to go, that sounds just like 1978, and then it be 1970. I love it. I love it. However, when it's 1979, it's like I bet it was recorded in 78 though, and then I'm usually right still, you know. But yeah, I look forward to. George is the only Beatle now who I don't have any solo reaction for yet, so I look forward to that one. But everyone left me really good recommendations in the comments for that, so there's plenty to choose from. So I'm gonna be choosing that soon. Yeah, I could do a George now. Might as well. It's funny because it's like I did my first Ringo on a live, so yeah, we could do a George on the live, and then so maybe it'll be something. It could be whatever you want, Mike. But I was thinking too. It's like it'd be cool. I could do like an audio for the live, and then maybe a live performance for the recorded reaction for a song. We'll see. We'll see. Whatever you're feeling with it. I got a lot of artists I'm bringing to the table for October. It's funny because I'm still kind of new to the live, so there's a lot about me that is like newish. And the thing is, October, fall is very much my favorite season. I am not a weather extremist. I do not like too cold. I do not like too hot, even though I live in the desert. Even though I'm from Detroit, I don't like either too cold or too hot. I am a spring and a fall type of guy. I like hoodies. I like long pants. I like sleeves. Well, the options for sleeves, the options for layers, So, Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening, Joseph? Um, okay, awesome, my sweet lord. But all that to say, so October is my favorite month, and then Halloween. Like I tell people, Christmas is their holiday. Christmas is their favorite holiday. I get it. Thanksgiving is their favorite holidays. I get it. All the Halloween is my favorite holiday, and I showcase that love year round. Cause hey, I wear wigs every day, and I watch horror movies at least once a week. At least once a week. I live Halloween. I love it. I love it. I love the moods, and to me that's what fall is all about. That I really appreciate. Fall is moody, and I love that in so many ways. Fall will give you a look. The foliage is its own type of mood and its own scenery. So yes, hooray for fall. We are in fall season. So okay, so let me check out My Sweet Lord. Do you know, Oh My is still very much in my head. Like ever since I pushed play on that song. But instead of Oh My, this is George Harrison, my first solo. Let's appreciate the moment, guys. Let's appreciate the moment. This is my very first George Harrison solo song of his solo career. So this is, and again, thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate this sponsor request. This is George Harrison with My Sweet Lord. My Sweet Lord. Nope, let me put this other one in. You know what's awesome? You know what's awesome about this song? This song feels like what we just talked about with fall. I hear this, and I don't know if it's something about the guitars and all that, but it reminds me of like outdoor colors and like beautiful stuff like that. Also, a question too: did I ever see the horror flick, The Reanimator? That's the one with the guy's head that explodes, right? I've never seen the whole movie. I've been meaning to. Because you mentioned it, I might have to check that out. I'm going to be getting into what's going to debut this week as well, and it actually screwed up my schedule last week trying to incorporate it. I filmed a lot of non-musical reactions. I filmed TV shows and movie reactions, and they're going to be coming up into this week. So it's going to be a lot of that coming soon. But yeah, Reanimator, I got to definitely do that one. But back to the song at hand. George, this is beautiful. This is, like I said, it sounds like what we were just talking about with My Love of Fall. Yeah, sounds like the leaves falling in different colors. Wow. This is it's funny. I feel almost bad for pausing, but it's like I gotta pause for YouTube's sake because Big Brother's watching. Like Mike said, that is so beautiful. That is so. I'm taken in it. I'm in it. So that's all. Like I say, that's what I hate about pausing in general is that it disrupts that. But that's awesome. And in the comments, I was taking guitar lessons as a kid. I played. Oh man, how'd you do in the recital, man? How'd you do in the recital with this one? Man, this is awesome. It reminds me of rain. I can see that. I can see this. I can see it also being rain. You know, what? I love fall rain too. So it's like because it's funny. Rain is a year round thing. Not so much on the West Coast. This is very in Detroit. It's much more of a year round thing. But a fall rain, again, where I say almost equally spring and fall perfection. The smells. I love the smell of the rain during this time of year too. Like, love it, love it. George was your favorite, Joseph. That's awesome. That's awesome. And yes, solo Beatles were no joke, man. And it's funny with this being my first George solo track. I feel like it makes perfect sense to that. And what with same for the Ringo songs that I've done so well. It's just two, I think. No, three. I did the that boogie song too. Yeah, where it's like you hear the growth, and but that's what I love about the Beatles journey. That's what I love about the Beatles journey in general, is that I'm experiencing so much of that growth in like every album, and then it's so cool to know even after they disbanded, that growth continued. That growth absolutely continued. So yes. Oh, oh man, too shy, man. Springsteen releasing a Motown heavy cover album next month. Ah, cool. Indeed, I do. Frank Wilson. Okay. Okay. I will absolutely check that one out next. All right. And yes, this song is hypnotic, so let's finish it out. Back to it. Whew. Thank you. That Excel was so that like took my breath away. That was very beautiful, very beautiful. I can't wait to. That's one of the ones already. I can't wait for the next road trip. I can't wait for the next couple of miles walk because that's such a good outside song. Me and my friends were talking about hitting up an apple cider here in Nevada soon. That's near the Las Vegas area where I am, and that's I'm a city person, make no lie, but I have strong produce and farms and greenery and occasional camping needs and all that. So it's like I look forward to that and to give some extra, scenery and all that too. All right, so this next song is by Frank Wilson and it's "Do I Love You?" Indeed, I do. The name Frank Wilson is familiar. This title is semi-familiar. I did not know that it is the very first Motown's, the very first release from Motown, the album. Okay, so let's check this out. This is "Do I Love You? Indeed I Do." I've heard this part before. Yeah, to Mike, your thing of your parents used to live here. I love that. I love that. My best friend, she lives here, and even though I'm planning on moving back to Detroit, I don't regret this move here. Even though a lot has happened in my personal life and family since my move here, one thing I've made certain to do, I don't blame it on Vegas. Vegas. This is just a really weird time where all of these people in my family have passed away. I caught bad pneumonia last year, and finances are ugh. And I moved here. The problem too is I moved here without a plan, and I moved here with an idea. And with the exception of this, the idea hasn't quite panned out in the way I thought or hoped it would. But I love the weather here. Except for the desert part, except for the summer, I could do without the summers here. Those summers now in the 115s. No, it got to 119. That's right. I think it was record breaking. It got to 119 this year. Before living here, I've gone to Egypt, and I was in Egypt for 8 days, and the coolest it was 115, but that was my standard for the longest time. I had never been anywhere in the U.S. that was in the 110s, and in the last 5 years, even back when I was living in California, we always crept up. Days will always creep up on 110s, and since living in Vegas, up 119, that gets you well into the 110s there. So, like, ugh. But I do appreciate it gets cooler here, just like it gets hotter here than California. I like the cold that it gets here. I really do, because to me, my ideal winter, if I have to choose, then I prefer 50 degrees as the coldest. I love it because, it's just good cold weather. It is cold. You do have to wrap up, but it's no snow. It's no frostbite. It's no wind chill factor. And I'm moving back to that. But it's my family. I miss them too much. So, wind chill. Mike, in Jersey, wind chill factor below zero. A 50 degrees winter is beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. And you got people who are born here. Oh, it's so cold. It's freezing. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I've been all over. I've been to Chicago in a snowstorm. I've been to Minnesota in a snowstorm when the snow, and I'm 6'1", and the snow is like up to around here or something. Yes, great sleeping weather. Great sleeping weather. I sleep cold. I prefer to sleep cold with a lot of blankets and sheets and stuff on me. But I still reserve the right to. I take them on and off, and I love sleeping in coolness and in the window open, and then just a good breeze, and yeah, yeah. Back to the song. Back to the song. Woo! Mike, I salute you. You live in Jersey and you've been working outside for 26 years. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. I salute you, sir. I salute all male people because you guys have to deal with a lot. You guys have to deal with a lot. For sure. Wait, they finished the first phase of the Motown Museum. Yeah, I saw a clip of that on YouTube. Fingers crossed for me, guys, and I might have to rally support from here. But if me doing the 9 to 5 back in Detroit, if I can be a tour guide, and I come from 3 years as a tour guide in LA, if I could become a tour guide in Motown Museum, it will be so epic, and not for me, for them. They don't even. When I say I'm a Motown kid, y'all don't know. And sure, I love learning things like this about this song and everything, but I also love teaching what I learned to people and making sure y'all learn it. So I hope that always comes across in what I do as well with my reaction. I like a good balance with that, where I'm learning songs that you guys recommend me, but then through me doing songs I maybe heard before but never saw a performance of or haven't seen a music video in years, I love getting to talk through and give a commentary, a lesson on this song or my history with this song or anything like that. I so freaking love Motown, and I really Motown is really the start of where I get my love of music. That's my mom's music. Shout out to my mom. She is in school right now. 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is 10 a.m. in Japan. Shout out to my mom. She's in school teaching. That I grew up on the music she grew up on, and it's because I fell in love at first listen to the Temptations, the Jackson 5, and the Supremes. Those 3 groups, and Smokey and Steve. Those 5. Yeah, I can't even give it just a 3. Those 5 right there, and Marvin. Yeah, I'm a Motown kid. I root for me to get the Motown Museum, guys. Root for me to. I swear, and YouTube will absolutely. That's gonna be a part of that too. Let me see. Almost done. Less than 2 years to go. You go, Mike. You go, Mike. You deserve it. I went to Northwestern. You went to Northwestern. Awesome. Man. Bertha Tillman. Okay, Bertha Tillman, Oh My Angel is coming up next. I did not hear "Bad Girl" by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. But I know that album is the one with "Get a Job," right? Not "Get a Job." I Got a Job. I love it. So let me hook that one up too. But this is Bertha Tillman with "Oh My Angel." Oh, my angel. I've heard this before.
Come back to me. And I will love you.
I love that voice. I love that voice very much. That's why it stuck out. I've heard the "Oh My Angel" part of this before, but I forgot from where. But that voice absolutely sticks out. And just a heads up too, I'm gonna hang around for. If no requests come after this, I'm gonna wrap up. But if not, I got another 10 minutes. So, rolling with you guys, and I'm just enjoying this. Thank you guys for sticking around again after YouTube killed the Revolver. YouTube came in there. Oh man, I'm like, wait. And like I said, all that buffer, all that stopping and starting, that was YouTube trying to warn me. So it's like, but we live, we learn. My channel will not get a strike and is not taken down, so we're happy. So anyway, I'm happy to still be here on camera with you guys, and happy that this just turned out to be a good live event of requesting music and listening and having a good time. So back to it and wrapping up.
I have nothing to cling to. Life for me has no meaning, darling. If I have to live it without you, oh my angel, come back to me, and I will love you till eternity.
All right.
Oh, my angel.
Beautiful. All right, Bertha. All right, next is Bad Girl by the Miracles, and then after that, The Wind.
She's not a bad girl because she made me see how love could be. But she's a bad girl.
Smoking.
Because she wants to be free. She wants to be free. She's not a bad
All right.
to look at.
All right, Mike, you have a good night. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. And after The Wind, I think I'm going to call it a night myself, too. You're welcome. You're welcome.
It brought me up to
That harmony. That harmony. Man, young Smokey, and Smokey still got it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the next song will be the last song of the evening. Thank you all so much for joining me. This is the Jesters with the song "The Wind." I don't think I've ever heard this one, but we'll know when I hear it. Oh, nope, not that. That's not it. I know that one. Reach out, I'll be there. But this is "The Wind."
I wish for you. And darling, when I see lovers making love, then I long for you. And when the sun and the stars.
Thank you for that info, Joseph. That Nolan Strong and his Diablos from Detroit did the original "The Wind" from 1954. Nice. It's got that great doo-wop feel to it.
The mountain and the valley. Then, darling, I look for you. And even until the heavens above can no longer exist, even till then, I shall still love you.
I like how he came back in there.
But my love, it lingers on.
Hang on a minute.
In a dream that the wind brings to me.
Awesome. Well, that wraps us up. Again, thank you all very much for tuning in, for your patience. Again, after the Revolver live shutdown, and we had a great time. That's always going to be the goal. No matter what, we're going to have a good time. And I got some great videos coming up this week, starting tonight. I will spoil that tonight. Well, I'm not gonna say who, but drummers are on the table tonight. It's gonna be very eclectic. It's gonna be a high energy night, and it'll be into the morning for you guys. So these go live like 4 a.m. my time. But the next three artists whose videos are coming up later. High energy. So they'll be up soon. I'm going to go on a little vocal rest for a minute and then hop back on here in like another 2 hours and bust out another couple of videos for this week, but this week I got a lot of great videos in store, so stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for joining the live, and again, I appreciate each one of you. Please go ahead and like this video. Please go ahead and do whatever. Follow me on the social media. Come on, join the Patreon. I got so much stuff over in Patreon. Patreon already has most of the videos up for this week, so at least half of them, I think. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you all, and you guys have a great night wherever you are. Appreciate you all, and take care. Have a good one.